Hello my friend, welcome, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, I will show you 10 old cars that are cheap to upgrade and 10 cars that cost a lot of money. Most gearheads have fantasized about restoring a classic car, but not all old cars are the same. Some are cheap to fix, others cost a small fortune. The idea of restoring an old car passes through the minds of gearheads at least once in their lifetime. Whether it be a classic car they always wanted to own or their very first car, they have a nostalgic connection with the vehicle that makes them want to update it, and everyone's reason behind wanting to do so is a personal one. Like people, cars age. They're susceptible to wasting away due to the elements and human neglect over time. Sadly, many exceptional cars go the way of this path, becoming forgotten relics. That is, until they're unearthed again. Once someone comes across a classic car, if they even recognize whether it's a piece of junk or a diamond in the rough, they have several choices before them. The choice often taken is to ignore the car. They leave it as is, unsure of whether it's a great find or not. Otherwise, some investigate further, manage to haul off with what's left of it, and store it away without taking further action. From there, they can continue to store it in their personal space or try to sell it as is. There are those, however, who are willing to go the extra mile. Using whatever money and time they're willing to give, they decide to restore the car to whatever former glory it once had. When it comes to restorations, however, not all cars are equal. Although there are plenty of classic cars that won't set owners back monetarily, others may end up taking away their life savings. Ford Mustangs have been around for a long time and, for good reason, have a long-standing fan base. That makes it easy to get up to speed on these classic muscle cars and what it takes to restore one. Few Mustangs have as much reverence as the 64 to 68 Mustangs, though it may be hard for some to tell the difference between these and other model years, since Ford made small changes over time. The good news is there's an abundance of parts available even today, Wilson Auto Repair reports. There are lots of places to go that are still making the parts today. There are a lot of notable traits car enthusiasts will recognize from the 1971 Mustang Boss 351. Most notable is the black matte hood with a chin spoiler on top. They also have notable stripes that stretch along the side. From the visuals alone, it's easy to see why this car is so beloved, though the fact that there exists only 1,806 makes this an extraordinary car, as Cool Rides Online reports. Any car that's hard to get a hold of is going to cost a lot of money. If owners did manage to get a hold of one, they'd be better off going the Restomod route instead of turning back the clock to make it as new as it was back in '71. The Plymouth Barracuda is a highly sought-after model. The 70 to 71 models can easily go for a couple $100,000, without question. For those who aren't willing to let their dreams of owning one go yet, there's good news. The later 72 to 74 models, as Hemmings reports, are much more affordable. Depending on the year and condition, those can range from $10,000 to $30,000 with many already restored at that price. Otherwise, they can go for much cheaper as long as there's a willingness to fix it up. The parts are available and not as elusive as those of other classic cars either. Some of the most popular automobiles are muscle cars from the 70s. That means they're popular and highly sought after, which makes attaining them less than easy. One of these coveted muscle cars to come out of this era is the Plymouth Superbird. As Cool Rides Online notes, one of the best aspects this car had to offer was that it could go beyond 200 miles per hour. What makes it costly to restore is the fact that it's rare today. It wouldn't be unheard of for a car like this to set back owners $500,000 just to get it looking brand new again. The 1969 Shelby GT500 is a looker. For those lucky enough to come across one, the chances of it needing a restoration are strong. Assessing the car's condition can determine what amount of work is necessary to make it a shadow of its former self. As Guitar Broker notes, one GT500 that started with 15,000 miles at the time a restorer got hands on it, ended up needing a full makeover. In the end, after completely disassembling every screw and machine before repurposing the car again, the total came out to over $150,000. Now, the owners have a lot to be proud of, but at no meager price. For the second video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thanks for watching.